First off, let me just take a deep breath here and break down what just happened here today. Undoubtedly, this was providence. This was American destiny being invoked. This was Trump declaring the birthright of this republic that George Washington talked about, and that providence that started back in 1776. He invoked it. It was so historical, and I knew they were going to invoke it. It just came into my mind, and I knew, even though he hasn't given the speech, I haven't talked to Trump about this, I knew what was about to happen, and I said, I've got a tweet that they're going to re-invoke the birthright. I can just feel it, because that's really what this is. And then the media was asking me, even the New York Times had seen the tweet, they said, did you talk to Trump? How did you know it wasn't a speech? Nobody else did. And I said, no, this is Americana. You understand, we're reading the same book. It's the same spirit. So I will tell them when I've talked about with Trump, the spirit of America. Can you feel it rising? Trump feels it. He knows it. He loves it. He wants to serve the people and empower the people and have America be incredibly wealthy again and empower the globe. Back when we had 50% of the world's wealth just 30 years ago, we were sending more money to countries than we are now and more industry. Now all we send is corporate globalistic monopoly men. They do not want us to be prosperous. And so the message we heard in this speech has been my message for over a decade. I mean, longer than that. But this is Americanism versus globalism. So Trump isn't reading from my sheet of music. It's the sheet of music that's reality. And that's why it's so similar. What I say on the show, then what you hear Trump say later. Okay, and yes, Trump obviously does listen to the show. He told me. But let's just move past all that. What really matters here is that the people are so awake. I mean, I'm not kidding. Every second person I walk by is a listener. I mean, it is blowing my mind. You've seen the live feeds. The amount of young people, the amount of teenagers that are listeners. This is indicative of the huge, incredible awakening that is happening on a planetary scale, not just here. So make no mistake, this revolution against globalism, is something that belongs to the people. And Trump said that. This revolution is about you. You are what empowers it. You are the future. And we're going to get out of your way and let you have your destiny, have your dreams. And we understand America's special in that destiny, and that as America goes, the rest of the world goes. Washington envisioned all of this in his farewell address. He saw all this in Providence, in a vision. And now it's all come true. The enemy knew that. So that's why they always invoke the occult. Don't talk about God or Christ. Don't talk about Providence. Don't say, America is great and all this stuff, to demoralize us not to have this birthright. It's why they teach you in school how horrible, the idea of American providence and manifest destiny and all of this is, and talk about the problems and crimes associated. There's problems and crimes associated with any humans or any movement, but overall, the greater destiny to defeat tyranny worldwide and to stop a great evil in the future. And I believe it's going to be this republic in the future that defeats the entire world government, anti-human, eugenics-based technocracy system. So we're here. This is a giant victory for humanity. It is massive. And looking at Michelle and looking at Obama up on the Jumbotron, when they were singing the Star Spangled Banner, Obama, with that arrogant, smug feeling that he's better than everybody, looked like he was dying. He had a fake smile. Michelle was frowning the entire time, because these are cult members who were put in power by the globalists so that they could help destroy the country and divide the nation. They are absolutely evil and want poor people not to have a future. That's why he goes to Africa and says, you can't have cars or air conditioning. Because he is literally there to hurt poor people across the board, and they needed that face, though, as their cover to carry it out. Donald Trump right now is making hundreds of phone calls a day trying to get jobs into Detroit, trying to get jobs into Atlanta, trying to get jobs into all these places in the Midwest as well. Very, very, very exciting stuff is happening. This is just an incredible time to be alive, and I cannot stress to everybody how historical this is, because everything the New World Order's done has been designed to bring this country down, because they can't have a big, free, open, wealthy nation state with a big, fat middle class, upwardly mobile people inside this impoverished, anti-human world government system they're establishing. The American system is too much competition for them. They admit that in the white papers. The British government 200 years ago wrote they couldn't compete with the American system. And again, the British now are throwing off globalism. They're throwing off these monopoly systems. So this is an incredible time to be alive. It is an amazing time to be alive. And it is, quite frankly, so humbling and stunning the fact that we go through these crowds of people of every race, color, and creed, who are all just humans with red blood. This is breaking the will of the media that's trying to create racial division and trying to say that if you're not a white person, you can't, have guns or private property or a future. You don't have the American birthright. You don't have a future of wealth. That's your enemy. That's racist. This is a cult programming to make people poor and make them the slaves of the globalists who all over the world will play different groups off against each other. If it's Ukraine, they'll play Catholic off against Orthodox. Or if it's a country in Africa, they'll play the Christians off against the animists or the Muslims, or vice versa. It's all divide and conquer because the elite are destroying nation states and trying to make us poor. So America died basically in the last few years. It was a globalist program. Bush's and Clinton's behind it with criminal elements of the intelligence agencies. But America isn't just a person. Sure, a person doesn't get resurrected unless it's Jesus or Lazarus, but a country can come back from the dead. And America began to come back from the dead in the last few months and now has come back to life. The phoenix is coming up right now. And how powerful that phoenix is, how incredible that destiny is up to us. We are what breathes life into the spirit, it into us. And the enemy knows everything's energy. You see, forget all the religious books and all the stuff you can hear from the preachers who are there to control the paradigm. The enemy wants to destroy our spirit, make us feel weak, so we don't take our birthright and destiny. We're taking the destiny in our hands. We're breathing life into it. And those devil worshipers out there, the enemy, Chucky Schumer, devil worshiper, Obama, devil worshiper, it's well known. These are devil worshipers. What's a devil worshiper? They want to hurt other people. They want to be number one. They don't like seeing somebody succeed. Okay? What's somebody that wants prosperity and renaissance? They want wealth, a cornucopia. They're not jealous of somebody that's got a big house or a good-looking wife or vice versa. As long as you don't take something from me, I think your success is great. These people are devil worshipers, and what happened today was the chief executive invited God back in and said, the door's open, and then said to the people, the door's open now to you. If you want this birthright, if you want goodness, we've all got to be good. We've got to come together. And we've got to, whether you're black-haired white people, if you're white-haired black people, whatever, we got to come together about issues that we stand for, what we believe in, and transcend all the control. The media pushed way too hard with all the race garbage. Now they're saying he's a Russian spy. Now they're saying they've got communiques with him and the Russians. And that literally now he tells, it's not just Maxine Waters, it's the New York Times now says that Putin actually told him Hillary was crooked. That's right, America. You can't have your own ideas. You can't have a strong leader. The Russians are the reason Trump got elected. And everything comes from the Russians. Everybody knows that's BS. Nothing against the Russians, but we, America invents a lot of stuff too. We come up with a lot of stuff. Yeah, I mean, give me a break. You don't think we can't come up with crooked Hillary? Hell, somebody with a lobotomy can come up with that. Gotta be that smart to come up with a crooked Hillary. So this is history happening right now. I want to skip this network break and David Knight and the crooked poppy whenever they want here. But I'm going to go get settled down in an office and just take a shower or something and just get on my knees and pray to God. I'll be honest with you. I want to get in a room by myself and hit my knees and start crying because this is so good. But I'm telling you, man, the evil's going to strike back. We got to be watching them. We got to be ready. But we know who they are. We know their plan. And I got to say it. It's been InfoWars. It's been InfoWars and you, the people. And our analysis has led the way as the blueprint battle plan to blow the hell out of them. I'll tell you, people always want me to take credit. I'm a humble person, but we need to take credit just to know what we're doing is working. InfoWars and our guests and myself and you, the listeners, the eyes and ears on the ground, and Matt Drudge and all of us together are the InfoWar. We are the blueprint and the operating system that just kicked the New World Order's ass. We got it. It's America 2.0, supercharged, ready, coming, committed. And our spirit, Trump shares 1,000 to 1, and our president's even got the name Trump. So get ready.